ahead. I am winning it. I'm getting annual award. I'm getting $2,000. I'm getting airfare. I'm getting hotel.
That'd be good. Good mindset.
That's right.
That's the problem. There we go. Okay. It is 8:02. I've started recording. I figured we will go ahead and get started. So I'm Mathew Hardwig. I'm currently a PP1 with the Posh Achievers. I'm on Robin's team. We're doing a training tonight on stamps.com. So I've already downloaded the software. I have it all loaded. I have a membership and everything. So I'm just going to go ahead and open up the account. And it's a desktop application. And if at any point you guys have any issues, want me to stop, redo something, just unmute yourself and go ahead and holler at me. Sometimes it likes to think a little bit before it wants to go. No, it is not tablet or iPad, unfortunately, because you have to hook up your USB devices. I'm already logged in, saved all my account information on here because I'm the only one that uses this computer. It's in my Posh office. So we have 4 different mail pieces that external sky. Okay, that would work then. I don't have everything USB based, so this is what I know. I'm sure Laura can explain the tablet stuff. So I have 4 different mail pieces that we're going to go through. I've got a prepaid, or not a prepaid, but a flat rate box, a non-flat rate box, one of these pink poly mailers, and then a postcard. That way I can kind of show you guys the different labels that I use and also how the software works. So we're going to go ahead and we'll start with the post office. The postcard. So what we're going to do is go to stamps. And then, so the value for each stamp to be calculated, I'll select postcard, first class mail. And then with this one, I've already wrote on it and addressed it myself, because all you'll need is just a stamp for this. So it's going to cost 34 cents because that's what a stamp is. So I'm going to, once that's in, the serial number on the actual rolls, let me pull a new one out so I don't have to unroll the current one. So on your rolls of stamps, you'll see on the back, it's got a serial number on it. It's kind of blurry. I don't know why it's being that way, but there's a serial number on each of the stamps, and you'll put that in when you first start the roll, and stamps.com remembers that. So it'll put that until your roll is consumed and you have to start the next one. So it's already in there. It's saved up here on the top, right here. Print quantity 1, and then I'll print postage. And I'm going to select my printer, which is the Label Writer 450 Twin Turbo. And I don't do the automatic selecting. I select it because I have 2 different rolls. So my stamp's from the right roll. So I'll print it, send it to my label printer, and then now I have a stamp. And what I'll do is take it off its little thingy, put it on the postcard, and since it's a thermal printer, it's done and ready to go. What's up, Laura?
I have a question.
Yep.
So you have a roll printer, but you can just do sheets too on a normal printer, right?
Yep, you do not have to buy a thermal printer. Actually, I have
What does a thermal printer run for cost?
I believe I paid $200 for mine, but I have a double. But I can't do the full-size ones like Alyssa. Alyssa paid for the XL one. I believe that one's like $250 or $300, and it does a 4x6, the same ones you get in the Posh boxes. So if you don't want to buy a thermal printer, it comes with, when you sign up for stamps.com for the trial, you get a CD with the software on it if you don't want to download it off the internet. Then you get a bunch of these sheets of label. So you've got your net stamps, you've got the different like patriotic stamps, 3-part address labels, and then you have the full-size labels for shipping packages. And then with these ones, what you'll do is you'll put in the template number, like this is the SDC 1200, and you can tell that when within the stamps.com that you're printing on full-size labels. It'll ask you if you've already used the first one, if you want to print on the second one. So that way you can run it through individually each time. Same as with the net stamps. And with the net stamps is they have serial numbers. So it's the same thing here. There's a serial number there and there, and you have to put that in. And then it'll print like 1, 2, 3. It keeps track within the software. And it refreshes, so even if you like log off and log back on, it knows that you've already printed the first 4 from this serial number because each sheet has a different serial number.
Okay, thank you.
Not a problem.
So, Matt,
Yes.
do you just order everything from stamps.com?
No. I order my shipping label. Some of the labels I've ordered from stamps.com. Other ones I've ordered from Dymo.
Okay.
Like the 3-part labels I got from Dymo. Actually, it's from Amazon. But like the 2-part or the package labels and then the net stamps I ordered from stamps.com. But when you're in the stamps.com software, it tells you what products are eligible for it. So you just want to verify whatever you're going to purchase is on that list.
Sounds good.
And then, okay, so that's for the postcard. So this one's done. It was as easy as just printing out a stamp. Now the next one we'll do our, since I don't have the 3-part labels in yet, I'm going to do the flat rate box. So I'll go to package, and then I'll put it on my scale, and I have it set to auto weigh. And this is a flat rate box, small. And then for the delivery address, because it won't calculate the postage cost until you put your delivery address in, I have all my contacts in, but if you wanted to add someone new, you'll click on New Contact. You'll fill out all the information here in the different blocks, and then you'll save it. So it would go through. But since I have Katie in here already, you can go through and just scroll through and select it, or you just search for it, and it automatically puts it in. It auto selects the correct type of label you need. So it's going to be the shipping label, 1 part. So I put it in there. The delivery day is, because today's already happened, so you can't put today as the shipping date or the mailing date, so you put tomorrow. And then print the postage. This time it's going to be in the left roll because that's where I have my shipping labels. So select the left roll. I'll actually move you guys over so you can see all of this stuff. So that is my digital scale, USB'd into my computer, and then my label printer. So I will print this from the left roll. Come on. I just printed you.
And how much was the scale? Is that also through stamps or separate?
I actually got that for free.
Oh.
You get it free when you sign up for your first month, because that's what I just did as well.
Oh, I didn't even choose it. I didn't even think to choose it. Dang it.
Why are you not printing?
It might still let you. I would check in on that.
Okay, because I just signed up like a couple days ago.
Yeah, I would go in and check your settings.
Okay.
But you have to pay for shipping and handling.
Yeah, but that's still, I mean, I paid $20 for a piece of crap one.
Yeah, I paid like, I don't know, like $10 I think to ship mine, I want to say.
All right, cool.
So,
thank you.
Yeah.
My label printer said, I don't want to work anymore. That's really weird. I feel bad now. Come on. You should not be powered on. You have no power going to you. There you go. Technology at its finest. Okay. There you go. Okay. So I'm going to have to actually go through and refund one of these, because it printed out twice. So now it's just printed out like this. It's got the tracking number built in because with the flat rate shipping boxes, you get free tracking information. So I'll take this one off the scale now, place it right onto the box. And now this one is 100% ready to drop off at any post office location. It doesn't have to be the regular post office, it can be like your grocery store, stuff like that. Okay. So that one's done, so I'm going to move that one over now as well. Okay. So now we're going to do the non-flat rate shipping box. So this one, it's going to continue to use the same shipping method for the same label, but this time I need to go to package/thick envelope. The thing to remember with this one is when you hover over it, it tells you the requirements. Excuse me. So you have to do up to 70 pounds, and the packaging requirements is the length times 2 times the width times 2 times the height cannot exceed 84, and if it does, you have to go to the next one up. So it's nice to have like a tape measure with you, or within the stamps.com, you go to tools and then print a ruler, and it'll just print, you can just print one out on normal paper so you can actually go through and measure it. So for these ones, I know that it is a package/thick envelope.
So would the next level up after that just be that large package?
Yep, the large
Okay.
package. And it's actually not asking me for the dimensions this time, which is fantastic. So just know that the requirements for it, because what will happen because sometimes the post office will look at it to make sure it's the right postage. If it's not, they'll send it back to you. So just make sure you follow the requirements of it. Yes, stamps.com is a little bit more, you have to know a little bit more about what you're doing to ship instead of like the PayPal shipping. But I really like stamps.com because it saves your address book so you can see everything, you can track all your records, and I'll actually show you when we get done with this. So for this one, the address is going to Shannon. Search. Okay. All right, already mail package, tracking information the 5th. Okay, so we'll print this. Left roll, print. And then this one is also good to go. And then I actually reuse a lot of my Posh boxes that I get. So this one's good to go as well. And I also reuse all of the packaging, like the paper that they send in it. I miss the peanuts. Okay. Now for the last one, these pink padded mailers. So these ones are average anywhere from like $1.50 to $3 to ship. So with this one, I'm going to set the address as Nick Becker. Okay. Except, and if there's an issue with the address, it'll pop up because it runs with the USPS. So it validates the addresses before you send it. So for this, I actually have to change the label that I'm using. So I'll bring it back over so you can see. I just hit this little brown button, the black button there. It sticks the label out, pushes it from out of the feeder. And then I just pull it off, pull the one label roll out. And now, if you look, they've got the arrows which way the label roll is supposed to go. Just make it match. Put this back on. And I'm using the 3-part label now because I'm going to do one of these because it's an envelope. So then I'll put it back on. Feed it into the machine. And it auto feeds. You just got to start it. So it brought it to the right spot, and it uses those little black squares on the back. and it's how it knows where to line everything up. So for this, we're sending it to Nick Becker. It is a priority mail / thick envelope. It weighs 2.2 ounces. This is going to be a large. That's what I did. Okay. So thick envelope. So this is going to be 261. The reason this is a thick envelope is because it's greater than, what is it? It is more than 3/4 inch thick. So if it's larger than 3/4 inch thick, it has to be the package / thick envelope. So it is the 261. I'm not paying for tracking. So you can either do the same label as the packages, but I always do the 3-part, this one. And then, so it's all in there. Mailing date's tomorrow. Print shipping, print postage, and this is going to be the left one. Why are you doing this to me? Are you thicker than 3/4 inch? So it's telling me to switch labels, which is weird because I've always done it with the 3 parts. Let's just put back first class mail / large envelope flat, 2.2 ounces, 2.1 ounces. So $1.40. Oh, it's really hot in here. So left roll, print out. And as you can see, it prints it onto the 3 parts. I've got the shipping address, the return address, and then the stamp. So then I'll go through and you'll address these just like you would in the other envelope. Just like that. And I actually put Magic City Posh on there with my address instead of putting my name. That way it looks a little bit more professional. The address with the barcode for the scanner and then the stamp. And this is good to go. And then the beauty of stamps.com is it saves your address book for you, whereas PayPal shipping does not. You have to put your addresses in each time. So now that we had this one label that double printed, I paid for it twice. I go to refund. And then you'll find which one you did. So it's going to be since I printed 2 of them, you just want to make sure you've got the right tracking number. Is going to be 391849. Make sure it's not this one. Okay. So this is the right one. First one. Verify. Yep. So it's the first one right here, and I click refund. And then I certify under penalty of federal mail fraud the above postage submitted was never used. Submit. And then done. And then as soon as it sends it up to USPS and they'll verify the information is correct, it's not like popping up as any red flags. Usually it takes about a day. And you have to keep this postage until they refund it in case they want it. You set that aside, and then you submit it, and then as long as it's approved, they'll instantly put the money back onto your account. And then while you're actually putting stuff out there, it will, if you have an issue with the printing, you'll have the option to reprint it before you make another one. So make sure that the label prints correctly, there's no issues with it. Otherwise, you'll have to pay for another label and then refund the first one. And that's how you use it if you know exactly what you're shipping. If you don't know the right stuff to use, you have the postage wizard. And then you'll be letter, large envelope, package. So we'll just start with package. So I know that the Posh boxes are 9 by 11 by 3.5. So continue here. So I know that the one box was for 10 to mail this again. So I'm going to read it from the scale. So I'll put it onto my scale. So then continue. And I'll tell you, like, I'm going to print it on the labels. And it's going to be this one, which is this shipping label. It's like 2 1/4 by 7 1/8. I'm going to put the address in there. I can open the address book and select. So let's just say we're going to send it to Miss Tara Blue. And then if you have their emails, that for say it's a customer you're sending an order to, if you have their email and put it in, what it'll do is it'll be just like Posh when they fulfill your order. It'll send you an email saying, hey, this is on the way. This is your tracking number. So that way you can ship it. And then it automatically knows, and I'll select what service level I want, mailing date. So we'll just do priority mail 2-day. And then its tracking is included for free. So I continue. And then I can print it right from here. So it goes through step by step, asking you what each piece is. So it allows you to not make the mistakes until you kind of learn what you're doing. And then you can go right to the correct stuff, the right, the stamps, envelopes, packages. It's super user friendly. It tries to make sure the best that you don't mess up and have to pay for something twice. Does anybody have any questions about this stuff? It is $15.99 a month, which is a tax write-off. Also, all of your stamps, postage, packing materials, those are also tax write-offs. And then with this, I can go to search to view my history. And then it'll just be like the last 7 days. So this is everything that I've mailed. And I have all the tracking numbers.
You're not ready for it.
For all of these. So let's just say we want to look at this one. Then I can copy this tracking number, and then pull up on USPS. USPS.com. And track package. Track it, and it should say that I have created the label awaiting pickup. Okay, so it says status not available because it hasn't been delivered to post office and scanned yet. And then from this, if you sign into your My USPS, you can actually set up a delivery. So the post office people will come pick up my stacked packages I have if I like. I drive right by a post office on my way to work, so I just drop them off there. But it's super, super friendly. And then if you wanted to include like the information about the shipping or like an invoice or something, you can go ahead and just put it in there, leave it open, put the invoice in there, and then seal it because it's not going to change the weight of it. But yeah, that's it. Anybody have any questions, anything they want to ask? Okay.
You've gone over this since I came in late, but if you do the batch, is that like you can do a bunch of the same thing at once? So if I'm sending out a bunch of hand creams, I can just give it the addresses and it'll carry everything over?
You should be able to. I've never done the batch shipping.
Okay.
So I'm not simply, okay, so this would be if you're like we are all businesses. So you could go through and create your actual like profile for your business, and it would create your professional labels and everything. I'm not an expert on the batch shipping. I'll have to play around with it a little bit because I don't send out a ton of packages a month. Most of the stuff I just print out stamps and mail letters and stuff.
Okay.
Because I don't do a whole lot of stock and then sell from there. But this would be the same thing that Alyssa was talking about 2 weeks ago with multiple orders going out at once. And it would just go through, and you can track all of your stuff here. So you can import your orders put everything out. So say you use a third-party software for your order keeping, you just put the order in there and it processes everything. Then you can import the order from that site and it'll create an invoice.
Got you. Thanks, honey.
Not a problem. Anybody else got anything? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop recording them if I can figure out how.